Welcome all to Basic Maths class 13, and this basically will discuss about chain rule for differentiation. For a function, let's say y is equal to 2x plus 3 raised to 5, and our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. But you know that we can find out the value of dy by dx. For that purpose, first we need to expand this, and for expansion of this function it may take some time, or it will be a lengthy calculation. Or if it is just 2x plus 3, then we know how to find out the value of this dy by dx. Or if it is in the form of, let's say, x raised to 5, then also we know how to find out the value of dy by dx. So this is in the form of function in function. Function in function means this 2x plus 3 is a function, or if I am writing y is equal to x raised to 5, so that is as another function. So we can just consider that this 2x plus 3 is an inside function of a main function. Let's say we can assume that x raised to 5. I'll take one more example. Like if it is given that y is equal to sine 5x, and our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. Just remember that differentiation of sine 5x is not cos 5x. If it is sine x, then we can write as differentiation is cos x. And if it is only 5x, then we know that differentiation is 5. But if it is a function sine 5x is inside another function sine x. So this is another example for a function in function. So we'll discuss basically in chain rule how to differentiate a function when it is function in function. So basically we'll use this chain rule when there is a function in function, and in case of function in function we substitute the internal function by a new variable and differentiate the main function with respect to this new variable. And I know that while reading this you'll not be able to understand anything, so we'll take an example and we'll explain what is this. So as an example, take it as y is equal to 2x plus 3 raised to 5, and our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. Now we can read what we already written over here. This rule is used when there is function in function. So over here you can observe that this function in function, where 2x plus 3 is a function and x raised to 5 is a function. So this 2x plus 3 is nothing but our internal function. So in case of function in function, we substitute the internal function, means 2x plus 3 is our internal function, by a new variable. So just consider that the value of this 2x plus 3 as nothing but t. So we are taking it as 2x plus 3 as nothing but t. And differentiate the main function with respect to this new variable. So after considering this 2x plus 3 as nothing but our new variable t, we can write one equation as y is equal to t raised to 5. And another equation we can write this t is equal to 2x plus 3. So because we assume that 2x plus 3 is equal to nothing but t. Now we are going to differentiate the main function, which is t raised to 5, with respect to new variable. Our new variable is nothing but t. So if I am differentiating this equation, which will give the value of dy by dt, because over here we are differentiating with respect to t. So I'll get the answer as nothing but 5t raised to 4. But our aim is not to find out the value of dy by dt. Our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. So we'll discuss how to find out the value of this dy by dx from dy by dt. We can write this dy by dx is equal to dy by dt into dt divided by dx. So that we can observe that this dt and dt get cancelled, and you'll get the value of dy by dx. So what we'll do is, we already have the term dy by dt. Now we record the term dt by dx. So I'm just going to differentiate this equation with respect to x. So I'll get the value of dt by dx, which is equal to nothing but 2. Now we got the value of dy by dt and the value of dt by dx. So we can find out the value of dy by dx is equal to dy by dt, which is 5t raised to 4 into dt by dx, which is equal to 2. So we can write the final answer will be equal to 10t raised to 4. But we know that this term t is not there in the question, which we assumed for differentiation. So we can write the final answer in terms of x, that is dy by dx is equal to 10 into t is nothing but 2x plus 3. So this can be taken as 2x plus 3 raised to 4. This will be our final answer. If you are unable to understand, don't worry, it may take some time. So we'll take some more examples. Let's say y is equal to sine 5x and our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. So over here we observe that it is like 5x is a function which is inside a function, main function sine x. So what we have to do is we substitute the internal function which is 5x by a new variable. So we'll write y is equal to nothing but sine t, where the value of t is equal to nothing but 5x. Now we have to find out the value of dy by dt. So if you are differentiating sine t, we'll get the answer as nothing but cos t. And from this equation we can find out the value of dt by dx, which is equal to 5. Now our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx according to chain rule. Dy by dx is equal to dy by dt into dt divided by dx. We already calculated the value of dy by dt, which is cos t, and the value of dt by dx, which is 5. So we can write the final answer for dy by dx is equal to nothing but 5 cos t. Here the value of t is nothing but cos x, the x 5x. So we can write the final answer will be equal to 5 cos 5x. Still, if you are having any doubt, we'll take one more example. Let's say y is equal to cos of x square plus 3x plus 5 and our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. Over here again we can write the value of x square plus 3x plus 5 is nothing but our internal function and cos x is nothing but our main function. So first we'll write y is equal to nothing but cos t, where the value of t we assume that it is equal to x square plus 3x plus 5. Now we'll find out the value of dy by dt. Differentiation of cos t is nothing but minus sine t. And differentiation of t with respect to x, which is dt by dx, which is equal to 2x plus 3. Now we can find out by chain rule the value of dy by dx is equal to nothing but dy by dt into dt divided by dx. So this will be equal to minus of sine t into 2x plus 3. So we can write our final answer, the value of dy by dx is equal to nothing but 2x plus 3 into minus of sine t, where the value of t is nothing but x square plus 3x plus 5. So this will be our final answer. We'll take one more example. If y is equal to root of sine x, our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. So we can write this root x is a function and sine x is function. So sine x is our internal function inside our main function root of x. So we can write this y is equal to root t, where the value of t is equal to nothing but sine x. Now we can find out the differentiation of y with respect to t, and differentiation of root t is nothing but 1 by 2 root t, and differentiation of t with respect to x dt by dx, differentiation of sine x is nothing but cos x. So we can write the value of dy by dx is equal to dy by dt into dt divided by dx, which will be equal to nothing but 1 by 2 root t into cos x. Or you can write our final answer is 1 by 2 into cos x divided by under root of sine x. In my classes, I observed that some students may have a doubt why differentiation of this root t is nothing but 1 by 2 root t. So for a function y is equal to root t, we know that this root t can be written as t raised to 1 by 2. So dy by dt can be written as, if it is in the form of x raised to n, it is n into, which is 1 by 2 into x raised to, over here it is t raised to n minus 1, which is 1 by 2 minus 1. So this can be written as 1 by 2 into t raised to minus 1 by 2. So we can write this as 1 by 2 into 1 divided by t raised to 1 by 2. We can write it as on denominator, so minus 1 by 2 becomes plus 1 by 2, or which can be written as 1 by 2 into root of t, because t raised to 1 by 2 is nothing but root t. That's why differentiation of root t is 1 by 2 root t. We'll take one more example, that is y is equal to ln of x square plus 2x plus 3, and Rm is to find out the value of dy by dx. So we can write this y is equal to ln of our internal function is nothing but x square plus 2x plus 3. We'll take that internal function is equal to t, which is x square plus 2x plus 3. Now we'll find out the value of dy by dt. Differentiation of ln of x or ln t is nothing but 1 by t. And differentiation of dt divided by dx we can write that is equal to 2x plus 2. So we can find out the value of dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt into dt divided by dx. So we can cancel this dy, dt and dt, and we'll get the value of dy by dx, which is equal to 1 by t into dt by dx is 2x plus 2. So we can write our final answer is 2x plus 2 all divided by the value of t, which is x square plus 2x plus 3. So this will be our final answer. Take one more example, that is y is equal to e raised to 2x and Rm is to find out the value of dy by dx. So we can write y is equal to e raised to 2x. 2x is nothing but a function, e raised to x is a function. So our internal function 2x can be written as nothing but t. So we can write y is equal to e raised to t, where the value of t is nothing but 2x. Now we can find out the value of dy by dt. Differentiation of e raised to t is nothing but e raised to t. And now we can find out the value of dt by dx. Differentiation of 2x is 2. So we can write the value of dy by dx is equal to nothing but dy by dt into dt divided by dx. So the value of dy by dx is equal to nothing but e raised to t into 2. Or you can write 2 into e raised to t is nothing but 2x. So this will be our final answer. So that you understood how to differentiate by using this chain rule. Now we'll take a shortcut method by using which we can directly find out the answer without doing this much calculation. We are using chain rule only, but we are just using a shortcut method. So in the first question, it was nothing but 2x plus 3 raised to 5. How we can directly write the answer without doing much calculations? So what you have to assume is, just consider that this is something like the internal function. You just assume that it is x. Assume that it is in the form of x raised to 5. Then you know that how to differentiate x raised to 5. We can write this dy by dx is equal to the differentiation of x raised to 5 is nothing but 5x raised to 4. But over here the x is nothing but 2x plus 3. Now the internal function, now what you have to do is just differentiate this internal function and multiply it over here. So differentiation of 2x is nothing but 2. So we can write the final answer will be equal to 2 into 5, which is 10 into 2x plus 3 raised to 4. So we can directly find out this answer without doing much calculations. So let's say we'll explain it once again while using the second example. Second example was y is equal to nothing but sin x. Over here you just assume that our internal function, which is 5x, as nothing but x. Now assume that it's in the form of y is equal to sin x. Then we know that the value of dy by dx will be equal to the differentiation of sin x is nothing but cos of x. Here we assume that x is nothing but 5x. Now we have to differentiate this internal function and just multiply it over here. The differentiation of 5x is 5. So our answer, final answer will be equal to 5 into cos of 5x. So we'll get the same answer like we discussed earlier. Or you can take one more example for the third question. The value of y is equal to nothing but cos of x square plus 3x plus 5. So assume that our internal function is nothing but x. So it is in the form of y is equal to cos x. So we can find out the value of dy by dx is equal to differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, where the value of x we assume that x square plus 3x plus 5. On the next step, just differentiate this function and multiply it over here. So differentiation of x square is 2x, differentiation of 3x is 3, and differentiation of 5 is 0. So we'll get the final answer will be equal to minus of 2x plus 3 into sine of x square plus 3x plus 5. So you can observe that it will be similar to answer what we got earlier. Same thing we can continue over here. If it is in the form of y is equal to sine x, assume that the sine x is like x. So differentiation of root x is nothing but 1 by 2 root x or 1 by 2 sine x. Now the term that we consider as nothing but x, just differentiate it and multiply it over here. Differentiation of sine x is nothing but cos x. So we'll get our final answer is nothing but cos x divided by 2 into root of sine x. So we can observe that we'll get the same answer. Or over here it is given that y is equal to ln of x square plus 2x plus 3. Just assume that this term, which is the internal function x square plus 2x3, as nothing but x. Now we can assume that this is in the form of ln of x. Differentiation of ln of x is nothing but 1 by x. So we can write dy by dx is equal to 1 by x. Instead of x, we can write x square plus 2x plus 3. In the next step, we have to differentiate it and multiply it over here. Differentiation of 2x, x square is 2x plus 2x is 2. So our final answer will be equal to 2x plus 2 divided by x square plus 2x plus 3. So we can directly find out this answer. Like in our question, y is equal to e raised to 2x, we can just consider that this 2x is nothing but x. So we can write differentiation of e raised to x is nothing but e raised to x. So we can write this as e raised to 2x. Now the term that we consider as x, we can just differentiate it and multiply it over here. Differentiation of 2x is 2. So our final answer is 2 into e raised to 2x. So I'll get the same answer. So hope so that you understood this. So if you are having any doubts or you would like to interact with me on live classes, or if you want to write online test for JEE Mains Advanced as well as for NEET to improve your performance, please let me know. Thank you.